ministry leader at the Upper Room, Southside Assembly of God. In partnership with Koinonia Ministries, we bring to you live children's services every Saturday at 10 a.m. I take this opportunity to invite you all to be a part of our fellowship. You will have fun and fellowship as we study the Word of God together. Come on every Saturday. I look forward to see you there.
Hey kids, I'm so glad that you decided to tune in today. Now we're going to do a bunch of fun, exciting stuff to do. We're going to learn our theme, we're going to do our lesson, we're going to do some dancing and songs, and we're going to learn the verse, all sorts of fun stuff. But first, we have to pray. So everybody look around for a mosquito, catch it, and close your eyes. Father God, thank you for this amazing day. Thank you for my parents and all of my friends. Thank you for everything you have given me. In Jesus' name, amen. And I have it. Good job, kids. Now it is time for us to learn our theme. But instead of just doing it a boring way, we're going to do it with a game. So I need you guys to grab a friend. I don't have any friends with me, so I'll just do it to the air. And you can do the same thing if you don't have any. But it's best to do it like that. We're going to play a little hand clapping game. So first you're going to start with one hand. And make sure you're touching your other person's hand. You go one hand, the other hand, both hands at the same time, stick them together, crisscross, and go like this. So 1, 1, 2, crisscross. 1, 1, 2, crisscross. 1, 1, 2, crisscross. Okay, now that we're going to do that, we're going to add the theme along to it. So I'm going to show it to you, and then you guys will copy after me, but not yet. When all that's left to do, who is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Got it? Okay, so we're going to do that again, but this time instead you guys are going to copy after me. Make sure you're doing the motions with your friends, but you guys copy after me. When all that's left to do is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Got it? Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. When all that's left to do is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Okay, now it's time. Everybody's gonna say all together. Ready? But make sure you're doing the motions at the same time. When all that's left to do is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do it a little bit slower this time, and you guys say it with me again. When all that's left to do is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Okay, good job, kids. Now it's time for us to learn our verse.
Hey kids, how are you? I hope that you're really blessed. And are you ready to learn your memory verse? Are you ready? Alright, so I'll be saying it first and then you will repeat with me the second time. You ready? Alright, so it goes like this. We recognize that your God reigns in heaven and also on earth. Joshua 2:11c. Again, now you will repeat with me. Alright? Alright, so we recognize that your God reigns in heaven and also on earth. Joshua 2:11c. One more time. We recognize that your God reigns in heaven and also on earth. Joshua 2:11c. One more time so that you can get it really good. We recognize that your God reigns on heaven and also on earth. Joshua 2:11c. One more time, all right? We recognize that your God reigns on heaven and also on earth. Joshua 2:11c. Alright guys, so I hope that you learned your memory verse today, and don't forget to send a message that you also learned the memory verse very well. Alright?
Okay kids, I hope you did an amazing job learning your memory verse. Don't forget to call the number on the screen and tell them your memory verse and everything that you learned today. Now everybody stand up, stretch a little bit, touch the sky, touch your toes, and get ready to dance and do some songs.
You can trust God. You can take Him at His word and give Him your heart. You can trust God. It doesn't matter who you are. You can trust God. You don't have to be the fastest, strongest. You don't have to hold your breath the longest. You don't have to be a star. It doesn't matter who you are. Raise your hands and repeat after me. You can trust God, definitely. You can trust God, definitely. You can trust God. You can take Him at His word and give Him your heart. You can trust God. It doesn't matter who you are. You can trust
Good job, guys. That was really tiring and hard. Don't be worried, because now you guys can sit back and relax in your chair or lay down, whatever you want to do. But make sure you're focusing and paying attention to the lesson and not talking to your friend and learning.
Hello kids, how are you? Are you ready to hear the story today? The theme lesson is when all that is left is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Say it again. When all that is left is to put your faith and trust in the God you don't know. Today we will be talking about a woman who wasted no time. She mobilized and acted by putting her faith into action. The people of Jericho were very big and strong and powerful people. But something terrible happened because they began to hear. Do you want to know what they were hearing? Yes, okay. The people of Israel were on their way to the promised land, and God had taken them out of Egypt and opened the Red Sea. Wow! What a beautiful miracle, children! Those of Jericho heard it, and they were very scared and began to be afraid. The people of Israel continued on their way. They faced the two kings, and you know, children, they defeat them because the God of Israel is a powerful God, and the most beautiful thing is that He is our God too. Those of Jericho heard that they defeated the two kings, and they began to tremble. But even the king and all the rulers were very afraid, children. The people of Israel continued their course towards the promised land. On one occasion, Joshua, who was the leader, told two persons, "You go on spy Jericho. We have to see how strong it is to defeat you." The two spies went, and when they arrived to Jericho, they entered a certain house, and that house was the house of a prostitute named Rahab. What was the name? Rahab. The woman recognized them that they were Hebrews, and she was very scared. But between her fight, she said to herself, "I have to do something. The God of the Israel is more powerful than all our gods." And she mobilized and told them, "I can help you. I will give you all the information you need from Jericho." They were astonished and said, "Seriously? And you will do that?" She answered to them, "Our entire nation is afraid. I am also very afraid. Your God is more powerful than all our God." So she gave them the information, and not only that, children, but also hid them. When the soldiers came looking for them, she told them, "They are not here. They already left. Entering the night, they left. Go out and look for them. I think you can still catch them." And you know, children, she had them hidden on the terrace, well hidden under a bundle of lies. After the soldiers left, she took them out and told them, "You are now safe, but I want you to promise me that you will have mercy on me and my family. Please save us from death." They responded, "Okay, the God takes our life if something happened to you. But don't tell anyone we were here. When God gives us the territory, we will treat you well." And so the prostitute Rahab brought them down with a red rope from the window. Since her house was built into the walls of Jericho, the spies told her, You and your house, Rahab did so, children. She put her faith into action and trusted the God of the Hebrews and put the red rope. When they came to conquer Jericho, do you know what happened? Do you want to know what happened? The whole wall fell apart. the whole wall fell apart except for the peace wall of Rahab's house was. And so Rahab and her family were saved, putting her faith into action by trusting in the God that she did not know, but who was her the way out, but who was her only way out, and she was saved. Kids, the woman was willing to trust on God, who she heard did miracles, and trust that the simple rope would save her. What a madness, right? But that faith saved her and her entire family. Repeat with me. I will always put my faith into action. Say it again. I will always put my faith into action. In the most difficult moment. Say it again. In the most difficult moment, I will always be, say with me, God will always be with me. Let's say it together. I will always put my faith into action. In the most difficult moment, God will always be with me. Again, but you have to say it very, very, very loud that everyone can listen. I will put my faith into action. In the most difficult moment, God will always be with me. I hope you enjoyed this story, kids, as I did.
That was super cool, kids, learning about Rahab and how she trusted God and did, even though she didn't know God super well, and she lived a long and healthy life because of that, even though she was a bad person. Do you guys remember way back at the beginning when we did the theme? We're going to do that one more time, okay? But we're not going to do the hand clapping game. You don't need to clap your friend or anything. It's fine. So, say it with me. When all that's left to do is to put your faith and trust in a God you don't know. Good job, kids. Now let's pray again. So everybody look around for a bug, catch it, and close your eyes. Father God, thank you for this amazing day. Thank you that I was able to learn about Rahab and to be more like her. In Jesus' name, amen. Bye, kids!